This video is not sponsored by Arizona Iced Tea, but I would very much like it to be. I'm going to say this right now. The United States, by majority of means, is a very nice country to live in. It has very nice means of getting ahead in life and opportunities and whatnot that you probably couldn't find in other nations. But like every nation, there is drawbacks to living in that nation. Not every nation is perfect. There can be no perfect nation. And why am I saying this to start off with this video? Like you saw in the title, I cannot believe this is what the US political system has delved into. And if you know me, you usually know I don't like devolving into politics, but this isn't politics, this is just downright common sense, alright? So bear with me and put your political views aside and just hear me out before you begin to say anything on my take, regardless of what side you may view this on. Just hear me out for a bit, alright? So, they signed the bill into action that will inevitably ban TikTok, giving them more or less 9 months to divest it into an American company, right? They're calling it the TikTok ban, which it is not. What this is to take away the fact that the owner company, or the father company, which is ByteDance, is supposed to sell its hands away from TikTok, which is obviously their product, to an American company. And why is that such a big deal? And why does it completely fucking counteract the whole point of this fucking, this case? Is because they claim TikTok is a Chinese spyware that could be used to affect the youths or affect the population. Now, I'm gonna say this right fucking now. That's happening as we speak. The fact that you're seeing this video right now is already enough of US based companies essentially affecting what you see and changing what you see based off an algorithm that they designed, based off something that they designed to make you see stuff that they think you would like to see or they want you to see. And I understand adversary nations will always be viewed as political bad guys no matter what. But I'd like to say this. I understand the argument being made here. The CCP can have as many hands as they wanted to ByteDance because ByteDance is a Chinese-based company. But I'm going to say this. Just because you have a domestic social media company like Meta, fucking Discord, all these fucking major platforms, Instagram and all that, just because you're having them divest TikTok's algorithm, which is what they want. They don't want TikTok to stop. They want TikTok's algorithm, mind you. They could have just outright banned it. They could have just said, hey, it's not allowed in the US. No, they want TikTok to be a US-based company. Why is that? Because TikTok's algorithm is one of the best in the fucking world. And this has been acclaimed by multiple different programming firms. This isn't just some me fucking random ass motherfucker saying this. TikTok's algorithm is specifically designed to be the most accurate in terms of what you enjoy and the most consistent on showing you what you enjoy, because YouTube does that very well and showing you things that you might like, but they're not very consistent with it. That's why you end up always searching up your favorite content creator over and over again. Like with me, I might not show up on the page very much, but you just happen to come across me and now you're enjoying me, but I'm not very popular, so it's not easy for me to make it to the front. TikTok will notice, hey, you're following this person, you very much enjoy and interact with this person's content, and will deliver that over and over and over, and that's why people get so popular with this platform. It's very easy to get out there if the algorithm is very good, and that's why TikTok's platform is a very, very, very dangerous and sought after program. Giving it to the hands of an American company will do nothing. I'm saying this right now. Just because a company is based in the US does not mean they are inept from committing harm to other people. There's no fucking way around it. Bad is bad at the end of the day. But just because it's, they're a Chinese, they can be controlled by the CCP. Yes, understandable. But the CCP can act however they want. What the fuck's the difference from a social media giant like, say, or tech giant like Google or fucking Meta or any of these companies to get the algorithm and use it for bad reasons? They all sell your data. They all fucking do. There is nothing you can do to protect your data. Matter of fact, I've seen where my data goes. Obviously, I'm not going to show that because it reveals some personal information, but you can find where your data goes, and you will find out that it eventually reaches a third-party platform. Those third-party platforms are essentially vendors, and they will be like, hey, we have this dude's information, and he does this, 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 and this. It costs this much per the bulk. They buy it in bulk. They'll buy like user information per 100,000 users per region or whatever it is. So say you want to make a program that's designed for like medical shit, right? You will, and you mainly are based out in the East Coast of the US, right? You'll buy X amount of bulk packages, which are 100,000 like users each of medical search data, in which all these people have searched up this, and this symptoms, what does it mean, and all that. And now you have so much data that you can use and source for your business, for your program, that now you essentially can hone in on the entire East Coast per the 100,000. Let's say, I think capita is the 100,000, right? Per capita, I may be wrong, but just bear with me. Assume capita in this case is 100,000. I may be wrong. I'm sorry, but per capita, you could figure out exactly what they're searching up and the region. And the reason that's so powerful is because that could be used in so many good and bad ways. One, it could be used to bring help to those people who need it, or two, it could be used to essentially control what those people need, what those people have, and what they can have access to. And that's where you begin to get a very fucking rabbit hole-ish thing. Obviously, I'm delving into the very broad side of this, the dark side of this, because this turns into a whole fucking rabbit hole. User data is some of the most sought after fucking information in the entire world. That's a reason Meta was selling it by the fucking billions. There's a reason these companies want your data, and it's because they make so much money off of it, and knowing exactly what you're searching up and having an algorithm that can keep track of that so very fucking well is the most dangerous thing that can possibly be done in fucking business. Having one of the best algorithms in the world back into the hands of one of these absolute massive tech companies will only spell worse for the rest of the fucking world, because now the rest of the world's data, because TikTok is not just a US thing, it is a worldwide thing, is in the hands of some 2-3 companies selling the data to whoever they need and whoever wants it, whoever has the top dollar. So not only are they able to sell your information, what you're searching, what you're interested in, pretty much everything about you for a couple pennies on the dollar. Now that could affect what you see, what you can interact with. And when I say this, I mean digitally, of course. This isn't going to affect your physical life. It can eventually, far down the road, but I'm saying this virtually. Essentially, what you see, what you interact with, what you comment on, what you view, everything can be changed just because if someone else has your user data information. Not to mention, banning TikTok is stupid as shit. If the CCP apparently has their hands as much as they do into fucking TikTok and claim that, and you know, US Congress, fucking House of Representatives, whoever the fuck are banning this, claim that, oh, well, they're manipulating the platform, then tell me why a lot of the platform is mainly, hey, yo, the government's doing a shit job right now at doing what the government should be doing. I don't want to be the conspiracy guy because I'd rather go off facts. But in this case, I'm sorry to say, that seems really fucking weird. And this isn't a conspiracy theory, this is more of just a conspiracy. Two different things. One is like shady business being done, other one is just tinfoil hat bullshit. I'm saying this is more of a conspiracy because I'm gonna say this, my For You page is full of like people essentially calling out politicians and how they do insider trading and the bullshit that goes on behind the scenes, regardless or not of what their voters say. I like that because it's a way to have everyone connected on a platform that we really haven't been able to consume shit like that ever before. YouTube, of course, was a very strong suit like this in its early days before corporate businesses began to flood the platform and change what it was. Fucking Instagram used to be like that before it was acquired by Meta. And all these massive corporations always buy out these platforms because they have good algorithms and change them so that they can either flood it with businesses or flood it with other bullshit that doesn't matter. Because now Instagram's turned into a fucking, oh, look at my money. YouTube has turned into absolute degeneracy. TikTok, as much as I understand the security risk, at the same time, it's a security risk for whoever owns it. If you own that much fucking data, it's a security risk. And just because you give it to a US company, it does not change how dangerous it is to have it in just one person. So divesting it to one company, mind you, is what they have been said, or what has been stated pretty much, is not gonna fucking help shit. It's gonna make it worse because now it's a part of a system that essentially won't regulate user data because none of those fucking geriatrics in the chamber know anything about user fucking data, do not know anything about the modern tech age, don't know shit on how to even probably open up a fucking phone. This is something I take to heart because it's so stupid that this is the main fucking concern. There is quite literally two separate wars going on in the East. One with Israel and Palestine, and one with Ukraine and Russia, and about to be the rest of fucking NATO. But not to fucking mention, you wanna know how this was passed? Because they snuck it into a bill that was gonna basically sign off on increasing the amount of money we're sending to Ukraine. Does that mean, do I agree or disagree with that? I'm not saying what, but all I'm saying is, sneaking in something like this into a bill just to force money to be sent to another nation is stupid as fuck, and it is corrupt as fuck. There is nothing you could say, nothing you could do, nothing you can tell me to convince me otherwise, because that is quite literally just a form of fucking blackmail to a degree. Blackmail's the wrong word here. Oh, you guys want help over there? Well, we're gonna have to ban this if you guys want to actually send that money over there to help them. Do you fucking understand how stupid that is? A social media platform where people just connect. I've met some interesting fucking people through there. I've connected with some fucking people. I have partnered with some of these people via TikTok, and I've met them through there, had them on my streams, made content with them, and I know them as a person through there. Your biggest fucking concern is banning that fucking app where people actually make their livelihood off that? Small businesses, fucking individual creators making their livelihood off that. Students in college making an extra flow of revenue. You're taking that away just because you don't understand how fucking modern age user data works. And that is the stupidest fucking thing any fucking person could do. You're taking away something that's good, regardless of who fucking owns it. If the CCP was having in their hands and changing what we see, they were doing fucking something wrong then, because they were more uniting citizens as a fucking whole. I've never seen people more rally towards a certain goal. There was whole boycotts started by TikTok, or not by TikTok themselves, but by people coming together on TikTok and saying, yo, this is bullshit, we won't stand for it. And people standing together for a common cause through this app. And you want to ban that? How fucking stupid is that? Like, I know I'm getting off my rocker here. It's just because this pisses me off so much. And it's become a reoccurring thing with our fucking government. Not even our government. The fucking geriatrics that are sitting in those fucking rooms voting on shit they can never understand and never giving up power because they know they can make money for as long as they live. I would like to remind everyone that not only was our country founded on the fact of a revolution, every fucking country that followed suit after us, trying to be a model of democracy and freedom, were all built off revolutions. They were all built off the people saying, yo, this is bullshit. This needs to be fucking changed or else. And I'm not saying that's what the case is going to happen soon, but all I'm saying is taking away a platform that has allowed people to connect from all around the world, view experiences you never normally would, and essentially stand for things that sometimes never would have happened in history otherwise. And taking that away will either do one of two things. Either completely divide everybody and make everybody fight each other again, or two, you're going to unite them more than you expected. And what that'll cause is the biggest backfire that no one will ever see coming. Just remember this, the people who are taking TikTok away from you are the same people who think what they're doing is good for the country, when majority of this fucking country is struggling, but there's something that's bringing us together, and they're trying to take that away from us. I'm not gonna say anything else on that, but just keep that in mind. Whether you wanna look at me as just a kid who's upset at the fact of taking away a social media platform that I use, or you want to look at me as someone that's trying to at least speak somewhat truth into this, that it is stupid to go after this platform because it brought people together. It wasn't just yes, it had its moments where it was just a stupid fucking social media. That's every fucking social media. You can't have everything perfect. Like I said, nothing's perfect, but this app had good in it. More good than any other platform I've seen so far, because its goal wasn't to push a narrative, wasn't to make a fucking flashy place. Obviously, people go flashy on there. I understand that. It was a means of bringing people together more so than any other platform so far has. So maybe call your representative. I don't know how that shit works, but just remember, we were founded on the idea of freedom, and the way we got our freedom was through rebellions. So keep that in mind. Deuces.